Is a 6.5 Savage Axis a good gun to hunt with? And will it group well? I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? All right, so let me talk about some of the specs of the gun itself. All right, for starters, top to bottom. All right, and before I get started, make sure that you know that this is going to be my personal opinion. It may not even be correct, but this is my experiences and this is what I know about the 6.5 Savage Axis. Excuse me, I keep saying Axis. All right. The scope changed out. If you watch my 30-06 video, the same thing that I said on that video, it comes with the Weaver scope, and the Weaver scopes are just kind of, the scope themselves are fine, it's the mounts that are the issue. So on this gun, I've got a solid mount on it. I've changed all of that out. On this gun, I'm working with a Sig Sauer Buckmasters 3x9x40 on this 6.5 Savage Axis. And this has been a really good scope to put on this gun. It's really cheap. It was like $85 to $89 when I first bought it, so it's really no big deal. Now, why did I change this scope out? Well, the reason why, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with the Weaver scopes, but it's the scope rings that they come with. On those rings, they come with the screw on the side, and it's got a huge head on it, and if you just bump it in just any little way whatsoever, that screw's going to come loose and it's going to knock your gun off. You're going to have to sight it in and do that whole process over again. It's the same thing with Savage across the board. I mean, all their Axes, they're going to come with these Weaver mounts. So do I suggest actually changing out your rifle scope when you get your rifle like out of the box? Yes, I do, for that very same reason, because this little Weaver mount is going to come loose eventually. It may not come loose that first hunting season, but a couple of hunting seasons down the road, it's going to come loose. All right, moving our way down the gun, we're going to talk about the bolt. On the bolt, it is still not the smoothest. Look, watch. On just the let up on itself, look, if you could see my hand, it's a little smoother than most, but like I said in this last video, and I'll say it on this one, this bolt right here almost hits the scope every time you open it, and it's a tough break. Look, you can hear the catch on it. It's tough, and it seems to be tough on all the Savages that I've shot. I've shot 3 specific Savages that were in 3 different models and 3 different calibers, a 30-06, a 308, and this, and their bolts are all fairly, I mean, that bolt catch has all been fairly rough. Okay, stock wise, it is in synthetic stock. I like the color on it personally. It's got like that texture going on. It did come with a stock trigger, and I did change the trigger on this one. It's the original trigger, but excuse me, I did a trigger job on this one to where the poundage on this trigger, and you'll see what I'm talking about, the poundage on this trigger is just, it's almost too light. Matter of fact, look, it's a clear chamber, there's nothing in it. Okay, all right, put the magazine down. Okay, putting the bolt back in. Look how easy this is. That's pretty light. So that is one adjustment that I did make to the gun, and it made it perform better. You'll see in the B-roll at the beginning of this video where you saw kind of the shots of the gun. Those first 2 shots were from American Whitetail. This thing groups really well. I've never tried these precision hunters out of them, but I'm hoping that they're going to do good, because to be honest with you, I hope that they do good, because this cost me $50 a box. Hornady, you really like your ammunition, okay? But look, okay, so I am shooting 6.5 Creedmor 143 grain. These are going to be ELDX out of the Hornady Precision Hunters. These are $50 a box. I hope they group good. I want you guys to do me a favor though when we're talking about ammunition, and I'll get to the story of why I'm asking you guys this here in a second. But on your ammunition, out of your 6.5, what do you shoot? And the reason why I'm asking what do you shoot is because I want to know if you've had the same issues that I've had with the 6.5 in the past, which is why I made the 30-06 video like a week ago or 2 weeks ago or something like that. Okay, here's what happens. With the 6.5 Creedmor, I was shooting American Whitetail from Hornady. Okay, let me take my glasses off so I can see y'all. I was shooting American Whitetail from Hornady, and if it killed the deer, it was no problem, okay? If it had a blood trail, it was no problem whatsoever. However, if you didn't get a blood trail on that thing, you were liable to not catch the deer. You were not able to actually recover the animal. So that's why I'm asking y'all, what did you shoot in this rifle, especially in 6.5 Creedmor? Because I've been told that American Whitetail is not the best bullet to use in this gun because it's not geared for Mississippi hunting. Okay, now in Utah, in Colorado, like out west where you're shooting longer ranges, yes, American Whitetail is definitely made for longer ranges, and that's what I've been told about these too. But for just country boys back down at home that ain't shooting but 50 to 100 yards, what are y'all shooting? Is it Remington Core-Lock? Is it Lord, I can't think of all the names of them, but if you shoot a particular bullet in 6.5 Creedmor, I'm willing to try them. Send them to me in the comments so that I could go back and look, because it would be a really good idea for me to go shopping for 6.5 bullets, because I have lost my confidence, not necessarily in 6.5 Creedmor, but I have lost my confidence in the 129 grain American Whitetails, okay? Don't get me wrong, I've killed deer with them, but I've also shot deer in the kill area, literally within the heart and the lung range, shot them, no blood trail, no recovery. I don't even know if they died. So let me know what y'all shoot, and let me know if y'all have ever had the same issues with those American Whitetails, because I read in the comments on that 30-06, and that's why I bought the 30-06 to begin with, is because this right here, I thought it was the gun. I've been told it's the bullets. So y'all help me on that journey to try to figure out what it is. Now, overall, stock, the butt, everything's great there. Trigger, we've talked about that. We've talked about the bolt. We've talked about the scope. Guess what, guys? It's time to shoot this thing to see whether or not these Hornady Precision Hunters in 143 ELDX, to see whether or not these things group well out of this particular copy of the 6.5 Creedmor Savage. I'm gonna set y'all up. Let's get started, shall we?
There she goes. There she goes again. What's up? He don't know I'm out here yet. I brought my 308. I'm going to show him how a gun's supposed to group.
Alright guys, by the way, my brother's here. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 shots. Here's the plan. I'm gonna do 2 or 3 3-shot groups. I would like to do 2, but I know me, and these bullets look really, really fun to shoot, because also I love shooting guns. However, I'm gonna send these down the range. I'll set y'all up when I get ready to shoot, and we'll just kind of go from there. Hopefully I don't shoot y'all. All right, here's review. Here's the American Whitetail. By the way, this Savage just groups, oh my gosh, groups good anyway. All right, 143 Hornady ELDX. This is a 3-shot group. Me and my brother were like, did you miss that last shot? No. This 8 right here, if you look on the back, here's the hole. This is a single shot. This is a double shot hole. That, my boys, is the best group I have ever shot in my life.
All right, now that Thomas has gotten his grouping in on his review, I hope y'all kind of enjoyed that review on that 6.5. I mean, it's a good shooting gun. He just had a lot of bad luck out of it during deer season. Now we're gonna go over here, shoot 308. It's also a Savage. It's one of the earlier models of Savage. I bought it probably 10 years ago. All I shoot out of it is 308s, Hornady Super Performance, 165 grains. That's all I've ever shot out of it. And man, I told him that my 308 will probably group better than the 6.5 now. So we're finna test that before we end this video. Alright, so right here I've got my 308 in there. Don't worry about this, that's a GoPro mount back during deer season. This has been my trusty gun for years. Killed a lot of deer with it. And I told him I was gonna shoot better than 6.5, so we're gonna find out. Alright, so he's aimed for the top, left, and bottom. I'm aiming for the 8 on the right. 165 grain Hornady Super Performance. I might have pulled that one.
Oh no! Now if his first couple of shots are off, did you just chamber a 6.5 shot?
I did. Time out.
PSA, we know better than that. Make sure that you put the right bullet in the right gun. It's not really his fault though. I did kind of have him exactly beside him. We're working on getting it out. I'm moving the bullets.
At least the 6.5 don't fit in 308.
No. That would have been, at least I caught it.
That'd have been interesting. Well, messed me all up. Those are all over the place.
Are they?
Yeah. Okay, now we same tapping.
Where are you at on the target? I can't, y'all can see, I can't see. Where are you at?
I'm starting over now. I got my screw ups out of the way. Now I'm going back for top 8. I am a little right though. I am's a little right. It's good to know so I can fix that for deer season again. Last one.
Alright, I'm gonna do one more 3-shot group so we can call it a competition.
Yeah, I may be getting me some new bullets. Do Hornady Super Performance shoot good in 308s? Probably. In mine? Not really.
Does Savage Access like Precision Hunter?
What it's looking like.
I mean, look at the bullet. They're just long. We're two different body types.
You see what my groups are?
I see the camera right now. I can work with that. I'll do whatever number it is below the bullseye. I can't tell what number it is, but I can see it's a white dot that I can shoot at.
Let me get my gun real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. All right, let's go see the results, boys. You was collected some skeets from another video that we've never seen before. Y'all might check it out on the channel. It's a couple down below. Okay. I know that's me from earlier this video. This is me from earlier this video. This is me from earlier this video. This was my last 3-shot group, which, by the way, Hootie Who does this on the channel. He'll give his thumb for a measurement. There's my thumb. I mean, they're all touching my thumb, so. And then
my 308, I got 2 right here and 1 and 1. I mean, it's all over the place, really. I may be swapping bullets, and we may be doing a video on what bullet shoots best out of a 308 Savage. So.
Actually, I'll suggest this. If you've watched to this point in the video, and I'm going to keep everything the way that I've got it cut at the beginning of this video, but if you're here now, do us a favor. If you shoot a 308 too, and I'm going to do a PSA for my brother here, comment down below what you shoot in a 308. What's the best thing for you guys to try? Is it Remington? What's your brand? Come on, give us some comments about what you shoot. And even if it's not a gun that we own to shoot deer with is a 30-06, 308, and a 6.5 Creedmor. That's what we shoot. We also got a 7.62 by 39 that we've never, ever gotten to group well. So if you got any of those bullet brands, like if you got any of those guns,
the scope on that one.
It might be. But give us a comment down below. What do y'all shoot? Help us out with what we need to test out in our guns to see if it actually works for us too. And if you go ahead and comment, if you've taken a second to comment, why aren't you subscribed yet? Go ahead and subscribe, because it's just a button click. And new videos come out every Sunday, guys. 10 o'clock. We got merch. It's in the channel description.
Hey, fishing season's right around the corner too.
Fishing season's coming around the corner. We're about to turn a new leaf. We're getting close, dangerously close to being on YouTube for a year. We got some cool stuff coming up, but anyway, y'all stay tuned. Registrar boys, we're pretty satisfied with our groups. What do you think? Pretty good?
Mine could be better with different bullets, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're gonna test them out, but we're gonna catch you guys next Sunday at 10 o'clock.